Hi, I'm Rabbi Jacobson. Welcome to Meaningful Mondays, where we answer your personal questions. The question for this week is, my boss is a tyrant. No matter what I do, I can't please him. I feel like I am going crazy. I can't quit my job due to financial stuff. How can I keep my cool at work? It is getting to the point that I hate going to work in the morning. I always feel that anyone that feels trapped is in big trouble. To make a statement that you must hold this job, since when? It's true, you may be concerned that you may not get an alternative job, but you have to always open the possibility that maybe you shouldn't be in this place, because it may be too debilitating. And maybe it's time to start exploring. Some people feel they're stuck in their situation when they're really not stuck. So that's point number one. Point number two, let's assume you can't find another job, and this is where you're stuck. Being stuck, remember, comes with consequences. Because being stuck means that you suddenly have to compromise and do things you would not do, things that can end up hurting yourself. That's why I go back to point number one, that you have to always look for alternatives. You never want to be in a place where you're a victim. That being said, let's address the situation under the circumstances. A boss is a tyrant means you're dependent on him. You can't get around him. But, however, maybe it's possible, in a way, to find someone else that you answer to that's not directly to the boss. Now, I'm just giving you some innovative ways. Sometimes you could find some way to buffer it. If that's not possible, then at the end of the day, you're going to have to find alternatives outside of work that give you some satisfaction. You know, you hate going to work every morning. That's a doomed place. I don't see how you can start loving it when you have a boss that you're constantly terrified of. You can try to change your attitude and smile about it, but at the end of the day, you're being oppressed. Now, I want to add that often we allow ourselves to be victims. The boss may be a tyrant, but is he picking only on you? Does he pick on everybody? Are you doing anything that feeds into it? You have to wonder. But regardless, to stay stuck and remain a victim and just say, I'm just going to bite the bullet, it's not healthy for anyone. It's going to have to give, and at some point you're going to become extremely resentful. Now, if you have a husband, if you have a wife, if you have somebody that you can speak to, a friend, they may be able to be helpful to look at the situation. And what would they do? Maybe you are tolerating too much. There's a point, as I said at the outset, that a person has to say enough is enough, and tolerating too much abuse is not necessarily a healthy thing. Yes, money is a factor, but money is not everything. Life and health is even more important. So I wish you well. I wish you the strength to make the right decision, the decision whether to leave, or the decision to stay, but stay with strength and find ways to buffer it, find ways to diffuse it, find ways to distract yourself, whatever it takes. But don't remain a victim mode. That's the most important thing, because that is the worst of all. Thank you for watching. I welcome your personal questions. Please have a meaningful week.